Finding inspiration for content ideas is a major struggle for a lot of budding content creators, and if you're one of them, you're going to love this guide. Today we'll show you 17 little tricks which you can use to find content ideas for your site and blog, YouTube videos or podcasts. Number 1. You can use Google image tags. Here's how you can use it. First, go to Google Images and type any topic idea into the search bar. Then you can check out the tags suggested by Google. These tags can be a goldmine of content ideas since Google considers all of these terms very close to your original topic idea, which means a lot of people search for it. Therefore, you can now simply combine a tag with your keywords and you'll get a bunch of content ideas. Let's take for example, the term paleo diet. Following the method will give you lots of good keywords like paleo diet breakfast, paleo diet meal plan, etc. Method number 2 is Facebook ad library. There are a lot of proven content ideas in the Facebook ad library which you can tap into for your own use. So how do we do it? To start, search for the Facebook page in your niche. You'll see all the ads that they're running there. There will be lots of traditional ads which act as squeeze pages which are to be avoided. Instead, look out for Facebook posts promoting a specific content piece published. This is important because if someone is paying money to promote a piece of content, then that probably means that the specific piece of content is doing pretty well for them. You can also see the exact words and phrases which they are using in their piece of content, and you can use the same in your content. For example, if we search Moz blog posts in the Facebook ads library, you can find great keywords like Moz Facebook ads, Moz blog posts, etc. Number 3 is the Reddit keyword research tool. This tool is great for a number of reasons. First of all, unlike the other keyword research tools, this tool doesn't just use a seed keyword to offer a bunch of keywords ideas. Instead, what it does is, it tells you the hot topics which people are talking about on a certain subreddit. The tool is also really easy to use. You just need to pop your preferred subreddit into the search bar and it'll show you the most talked about results. There is also an added bonus in the tool which is really nifty. The tool also pulls monthly search volume data from the Google Keyword Planner so you can decide which keyword is the most appropriate for your content. Number 4 is Best by Links report. A lot of people in ultra-competitive niches make content which are designed to get backlinks. But it is really tough to know beforehand if your content will get backlinks or not. That's where you can use the Best by Backlinks report. Most of the major tools like Moz Pro have this feature included and they all work in more or less the same way. What they do is they sort the content by the number of backlinks attached. That is, the report shows which piece of content has got the most backlinks. You can use the report to see the most linked content and then use the skyscraper technique to improve upon it and publish it on your own site. One of the best ways to find content ideas is to write about an emerging topic. Why, you ask? That's because new topics are relatively less explored and hence aren't as competitive. So if you write an in-depth piece of content about a new emerging topic, you'll get the first mover's advantage and get lots of backlinks and shares. So now the question is, how can you constantly find new topics to write about? Well, that's where the tool named Exploding Topics comes into play. What this tool does is, it scans the web for topics which are slowly picking up pace. You can even sort the list by topics by different categories and then use those topics to create a piece of content. Number 6 is the comments on your blog. You should always pay attention to what the people in your comment section are asking for and you'll get great ideas for content which will work because they are specifically demanded by your audience. You can take the clues from your own blog and also from your competitor's blog for that matter. Number 7 is your competitor's YouTube channel. Now this is a really simple technique to implement. All you have to do is head over to your competitor's channel. After that, sort their videos by the most popular category. This allows you to get a list of their most watched videos. You can do the same with a number of your competitors. For example, if you're working in the fitness and workout niche, you can take a look at the Fitness Blender channel on YouTube and learn what type of content they produce. This technique works well because it allows you to see what content has worked well for a particular channel in the past, whether it's one of their all-time popular videos or a rising video. And you can create your content around one of those topics. The fun thing is, you can be sure that your content will do good, because you have seen that it has already worked out well for your competitors in the past. Now of course, this technique works best for YouTube, but you can also use the same method in a variety of media sites like podcasts or blogs to come up with new content ideas. Number 8 is Product Hunt. Now this might be a surprising source of inspiration and you might ask, how do you get new topic ideas from Product Hunt? So first of all, start with checking the products which have won awards like Product of the Day, Product of the Week or Month. Now you can do two things. You can create content centered around those products. Or you can do something better. These products will tell you what are the problems people are trying to solve and the specific niches which are emerging. So you can create content centered around the products and the problems, like a roundup of tools or softwares or the solution to specific problems in those niches. Product Hunt also has a public forum called Ask where people regularly have discussions about emerging tech and topics. You can use those forums to mine for content ideas which are in demand and create content focused on the same. Number 9 is Google Analytics Landing Pages Report. This method is primarily used to scale up content which is already working for your blog. Which means that your site needs to have some amount of traffic coming in if this method is applied. Even if your site has a small amount of traffic, you can use this method to scale it up. So how does it work? This is really simple in theory. All you need to do is to go to Google Analytics. There you can find the Landing Pages Report. The purpose of this report is to show all the pages which are driving traffic to your site. Therefore, you can use this information to know what is working and what is not. You can check the type of tweaks you can make in terms of content topics, content formats like list posts, case studies, etc., authors for multi-author blogs, promotional strategies, SEO, writing style, visuals, charts, and embedded videos. After you've found out what is working well for the site, implement the same thing on your other less performing pages and improve upon those which are performing well. This strategy can be really helpful and provide you with a bunch of valuable information. Even BuzzSumo and some other tools have the same feature built in them, but they don't tell you more than the content type. They don't talk about which formats, angles and topics work best. Therefore, Google Analytics is the best place to visit for this information, and you can decide which content you can improve and how. Number 10 is Ahrefs Content Explorer. Although the Content Explorer feature works the same way in most of the SEO tools like BuzzSumo and Ahrefs, there are a few extra features which are really good. For example, you can make use of a feature to drill down on a content on where a keyword appears. To use this feature, go to Ahrefs Content Explorer and filter it by keyword position. You can also see the content which brings in the most valuable traffic, and rank in Google for high CPC keywords. To do this, go to Content Explorer and filter pages. Another cool feature is that you can highlight sites which publish content in your specific niche and haven't linked to you. You can do that by again going to Content Explorer and filtering the content by unlinked domains. Here's a pro tip: filter the results by applying the only broken. This will bring out the content which was doing well before but is now showing error pages. Therefore, you can find broken links and use the broken link building technique to earn legit backlinks. Method number 11 is the content relaunch. A lot of times, content creators are really struggling to come up with new ideas for content. If you're also stuck in an inspiration-less phase, it is best to not overthink it. Instead, what you can do is relaunch your old content after some improvements. You can also scale up this process by using a tool called Animals Revive, which is a nifty free tool. This tool shows the articles on a site which has lost the most amount of traffic since it has been published. Therefore, this type of content is the best for the content relaunch strategy. Number 12 is the yearly guides. In most of the competitive niches like SEO, most of the keywords are super competitive. For example, if you take the keyword SEO, it has a keyword difficulty score of almost 74%, according to SEMrush. Therefore, what you can do is, instead of creating content on a competitive keyword, you can create an annual guide instead. If you do this, you can rank for keyword plus the year in which you've published. This little hack is perfected by Backlinko's Brian Dean, who regularly publishes yearly guides on various topics related to SEO and focuses on the emerging trends of the year. Apart from being popular with the public, this type of content also brings a huge amount of traffic for the publisher. Number 13 is Content Swipe File. So what exactly is a swipe file? Well, a swipe file is simply a collection of resources which you find interesting enough to share with your audience. It doesn't even have to be related to your niche or your site. It helps in giving your brand a human voice since you're providing things which are personal to you, which you have liked. And it also provides interesting stuff for your audience. Therefore, whenever you find an interesting enough item, always save it in your swipe file for future use. It'll really help your content team and will provide inspiration for future pieces of content. Number 14 is to make use of Google's searches related to feature. With the help of this feature, you can find really cool low competition long-tailed keywords which you can build your content around. It is really simple to use. First, search for any broad topic on Google. After the results, check out the searches related to X area at the bottom of the first pages. you'll see a bunch of long-tailed keyword ideas which you can use. If you click on any one of the results, you can again go to the bottom of the page and find new keywords. Keep repeating the process over and over again to find new keywords. Number 15 is finding super low competition keywords. Finding super low competition is a tough task. So how do we proceed with it? You can use your favorite keyword research tool to reverse engineer your competitor's keyword. After you've got the keywords, filter the results so that it only shows keywords with super low competition. It is best to go with a keyword difficulty level of less than 20. Now, since most of the keywords you'll find in the list will be really worthless, you're going to add another filter to it. Add the filter of CPC estimates with only results which have CPC less than $2. So you can be sure that your keywords have at least some amount of commercial intent. Now you can create content with the selected keywords. Method number 16 is A/B Ranking Keyword Questions Tool. This tool works on a very simple methodology. As you might have seen, whenever you search for any query on Google, there is a People Also Ask button in the search results. This tool scrapes those searches and provide keywords to you which you can use and which people really want to know and answer about. Method number 17 is podcast titles and descriptions. This method is also really simple. So what do we do in this method? First of all, find a podcast in your niche. After that, check out its list of episodes. You'll find a lot of content ideas in here which you can use yourself. Now I'll tell you a few bonus methods to find keywords. First off, we have is conference talks. By using this method, you can find content ideas which are impossible to find anywhere else. So to do that, all you have to do is to look for conference agenda pages. Such pages have great keywords which you can use, and also be sure that those keywords will perform well since they're in demand. You can also use a keyword planner. When you input a conference agenda page in your keyword planner, you'll generate a lot of good keywords along with their search volume data. So that was the bonus method 1. Now for the bonus method 2. The bonus method 2 is Pinterest. More specifically, Pinterest Suggest. Everyone knows about Google Suggest and YouTube Suggest for finding keyword ideas. However, Pinterest also has a really good Suggest feature and is an untapped source of long-tail keyword ideas. The method to use it is as simple as can be. You just need to input a broad topic area in the search bar, and Pinterest will provide you with a bunch of different long-tailed keyword ideas. The main thing about using Pinterest is that the suggestions offered by it are totally different from Google and YouTube. Therefore, you can use it to create a unique piece of content. So that was all the methods now. Hope you like this informative guide and have learned something from this. As always, stay happy, stay prosperous, and have a good learning.